Good morning. It tastes really good actually. No sugar, not a single ounce of sugar, of honey, of any sweeteners in that coffee. And I'm doing that because I need to prepare myself for what's to come. And that is a life without added sugar, which in turn I've come to realize means a life without most processed foods. And I'm not going to complain with that. So if that is a byproduct of taking out added sugar, it can only be positive. And I sit here in front of you as a self-diagnosed sugar addict. I am an addict for sugar, and it's been a lifetime addiction. I've always had what they call a sweet tooth, but I feel like, well, depending on your level of sweet tooth, depending on your regularity of when and how often and with how much of the substance of sugar you allow yourself to have, whether it be each and every night, whether it be morning and night, whether it be all day, every day, or whether it be, once a week when you treat yourself. A sweet tooth is a sweet tooth is a sweet tooth. And what it really is, fundamentally, is a certain level of addiction to the toxic substance that is sugar. And added sugar, I'm talking about. So fruits, the very little amounts of sugar in certain vegetables, anything naturally occurring is okay, but it's not going to have that bite to it that a tablespoon of added table sugar will give you. And what it's really doing is spiking your insulin, and it's winding up your pancreas, and it is giving you that hit of dopamine, but it doesn't last long, and winding up your pancreas over and over again for too long is only going to cause issues such as diabetes. And fundamentally, I can't really quote you any of the statistics or facts or figures from certain documentaries about sugar, but what I can tell you is that wholeheartedly and unequivocally, it is toxic to the body, to the human body. Added sugar is synthetic, and my body in particular is telling me I've had enough. I've had enough. So I am in Thailand at the moment, and I am going down a journey, a personal journey, to clean up my life, clean up my lifestyle, which unfortunately, I hate to admit, has had and still is in certain aspects become completely unmanageable. So I sit here today ready to take on my next addiction, which is sugar. And yeah, I've always said I've got a sweet tooth, but my sweet tooth doesn't stop at one biscuit or even half the packet. I finish that packet and I go down to the store and I buy something else. I cannot go into a supermarket or into a convenience store, a servo. I cannot go in there without coming out and purchasing something containing added sugar, whether that be an energy drink in the first part of the day, and that's caffeine as well. That's another addiction that I plan on tackling. But whether it's an energy drink or whether it is some food, some sort of artificial processed shit that I can then have as my dessert, because, let's be honest, I can't go to bed without eating something sugary. That'd be disastrous. I'd feel like I'm missing out. But that's a feeling that I've got to become comfortable with. And it's a feeling that I feel will dissipate. I feel like any cravings, any real, physical, actual cravings, should pass in the first 3 to 4 days. Although I have taken in, I don't know how many grams, but I'd say I've eaten at least a cup, 250 grams worth of added sugar each and every day. Now, if we talk about calories, that's 1,000 calories, and that's from food. So my major addiction, the first addiction that I tried to get out of my life about 6 days ago now, and I have been successful thus far, which I'm really proud of, is alcohol. And the alcohol I was consuming was spirits, and that is straight alcohol, right? Which is straight sugar. It's sugar. And so if you think about that, that was probably another 250 grams worth of carbohydrates, worth of sugar, fermented. I don't even know how the process works. Don't at me. But that's 250 grams from food, which is 1,000 calories, and 250 grams from alcohol, which is another 1,000 calories. So that is 2,000 completely useless, toxic, empty calories that I am taking in. Now, I'm not making this video to lose weight. I'm not making this video to go sugar-free, because I am still going to be including sugar from food, from fruits and vegetables. But I am doing this to take control. I am doing this to see exactly what these to see exactly what the oh god, I've lost it. See, no sugar in the system, can't think straight. That's another thing. If I go and pound my body with sugar more so than normal overnight, I will wake up with the most bloated face, the worst headache, completely and utterly dehydrated. It is working its magic throughout the night, and that magic is dark magic. It is doing damage to my body each and every night. The word I was looking for before was withdrawals. I want to come to terms with sugar, what it has been doing in my body, and also what withdrawals I may go through. I need to face them head on. I need to get through the first 3 or 4 days and just reassess. Just see where I'm at. See how I'm feeling. See if I have any more energy or any less energy. See if I'm sleeping better or worse. Seeing if I wake up in the morning without that fucking bloated, just toxic, hungover-like feeling. I'm over it. I want to be waking up energized. I want to be waking up after 6 to 8 hours sleep feeling like I got 6 to 8 hours sleep. And when you're thrashing your body with sugar each and every day, especially at night prior to going to bed, that's not going to happen. That's an unrealistic expectation. And I've come to terms with that. So, I've been addicted to sugar my entire life. I love cakes, I love biscuits, I love chocolates, I love lollies, especially sour lollies. I love sugary energy drinks. One thing I will say is that because I was drinking so much sugar through alcohol, I never chose the full strength Coke. I always chose the Coke Zero. So I'd be going through a litre, if not more, maybe 1.2, 1.3 litres of sugar-free Coke each and every day. And I don't know whether, I guess the research and the decision's still out as far as whether, or maybe the research is in, I don't know, I haven't really looked into it because I've just wanted to forget about it all, forget about the damage that I'm doing to my body, but I don't know whether artificial sweeteners do affect the pancreas, if they do cause an insulin spike, but with the alcohol I was drinking, it really doesn't matter whether I was consuming full strength Coke or no sugar Coke. My pancreas was getting wound up every single day from copious amounts of alcohol, followed by copious amounts of shit food, including lots and lots and lots of sugar. So if I wasn't pre-diabetic right now, and this is completely and utterly serious, then I'd be surprised. I would be surprised if I wasn't at least pre-diabetic, if my pancreas at least wasn't stressed in some way. And so, yeah, the time's come. The time's come. I'm using this time in the beautiful tropical country of Thailand to get my shit together, slowly but surely. We've taken out alcohol, we've taken out pornography, we've taken out social media, and my next task is to take out added sugar, which, like I said at the start, removes a lot of processed food. And I'm excited about it, but I need to be prepared because, as we know, proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. And so I am going to prepare. I'm going to have a copious amount of water here in my room. I am going to have coffee when and where I need it. Not too late in the day is my plan. In fact, probably not after 12 or 1 o'clock. So I'm going to have lots of water. I'm going to have coffee in the morning to get me through. And I'm going to have some clean foods available. So that is, I'm planning on having a selection of fruit and a selection of meats and salads. So chicken, pork, and various salad foods, maybe some steamed vegetables as well, and then a selection of fruit, possibly watermelon, pineapple, bananas, apples. And if I can stick to that type of diet, even just for one day, that will be such a drastic improvement. And not only the physical food, just in my head, you know, a mindset of, okay, I can stick to a goal, you know, because yeah, I've tried to do this many times in the past. And unfortunately, I've just let myself down. And it's because I have that deep-rooted belief. It is a belief, it's not just an opinion, it's a fucking belief that a meal is not complete, a day is not complete without consuming copious amounts of sugar at the end of it. Dessert, pudding, a sweet tooth, whatever you want to call it, it's a sugar addiction, and my body needs a break. So I'm committing to it. But like I said, I need to prepare, so I'm going to go out today, I'm going to prepare my fridge with everything I need, and I am going to go and purchase my last lot of sugary foods. And yes, I could just draw a line in the sand right now. I haven't consumed any sugar today. Do I really need to? No. But I need to do this in my own way, in my own time. And that's also something that I've come to terms with, is that no one's ever going to force you to do anything, or they're not going to force me to do anything. But there does come a time when you need to take your health seriously, because that's all we've got. That is all we've got as humans. And I could see myself, yes, I may not be fat, so to speak, although I am a little bit chubbier than what I'd like to be. What's going on the inside, I think is yeah, it's bound to be a lot more serious, and if it's not, then I'm one of the lucky ones, and it's time to draw a line in the sand and move on. Have a healthy life. Now the cravings, you know, is something that it's kind of myth. It's something I haven't really gone through, right? So, but what I will say is that walking into any store, like I said, I'm instantly drawn to the sugary foods. I'm instantly, you know, I don't know what it is. It's something that's going on in my brain. It's a certain group of dopamine receptors that see that, know what that's going to make, yeah. I've just got to get into it. So thanks for listening, guys. And I will be updating you after 7 days to tell you how it's been going, what kind of foods I've been eating, what kind of withdrawal symptoms I've been having, if any, and hopefully come back with some good news, positive news, motivating news about how this has gone. I can't predict how it's going to go. I can't predict how hard or how easy it's going to be, but what I do know is that once I do make a decision, once I fucking draw that line in the sand, I don't want to let myself down. And so, yeah, I'm as confident as ever to tackle this massive issue that a lot of us have of sugar addiction. So I'll see you guys in a week.